Hi class. So for our final project, I chose to do my persuasive speech on something that is very important to me and something that I have seen done so many times, and especially just this week, just throughout my military career. I know something that in the military we do. I know we do our different training. I know I spoke about us doing our suicide prevention training, but another big training that we do is called SHARP, and that's called stands for Sexual Harassment Assault Response Program, and that's a program that we started not too long ago, and it's something that we're trying to get into the process. But my persuasive speech on something that I have seen a lot lately on, especially over the last few weeks, is people falsely accusing of sexual assault, sexual harassment. Not saying that it didn't happen, but it happened on both parties, and then somebody do something that the other person don't like, and then they want to call sharp, or say that this person sexually harassed them or they raped them, when wasn't necessarily the case in the first place. And that's just that's something that has been going on in the trend. So in the army, we have like so many allegations when to it calls to sharp. I know on JBLM, the base that I'm stationed on now, from January to this date I just looked up today, we had over 400 sexual assault cases, and not everything was done this year. Some was done like last year, some was done 10 years ago, and it's okay for people to, do those things and go look and, go look into that stuff and go back and, go back in time and see what happened and what didn't happen 15 years ago. But out of the 400 cases that has been investigated up to now, maybe about 150 of them were confounded that they wasn't exactly true. So a thing that I have been seeing now is that people make these false allegations to try to get the person who hurt them in trouble, or vice versa. They had like some type of relationship with them and they want to get them in trouble. I know we had in our unit, it was an E7 who was texting an E3, and in a sense, he was kind of wrong because that is fraternization. But he was texting, first it started off as him trying to help her out and be like, hey, what do you need? But then she, in turn, texted him back, and it was trying to ask him to do stuff sexually, asking him to give her money and all that stuff. And in return, he was texting her back, but then it came to a point where she wanted a large amount of money. She wanted to give her $100, and he refused. So she went and then in turn, and she gave the unit, and showed the text message saying, no, we've been texting for a while, and it's been inappropriate text messages. But instead of the unit, saying, okay, giving her consequences, they automatically give him consequences, not being on both parts. And I think sometimes with the military, we give too harsh a punishment. I know that sexual harassment, sexual assault is real, but it's too harsh of a punishment on certain things because it's not meant to be taken that way. Because we do also have E7s marrying E4s. No, that's not right, but no consequences come in that. But it's just say E7 and E4 just talk to each other, and then that soldier gets mad and then get the E7 in trouble to where the E7 has to lose rank. Another thing that we see a lot is when people get drunk. People get drunk together, have fun, and they do stuff, and they get drunk, do stuff, and then even though when you're drunk you can't give fully consent, that's totally understandable. But in a sense, when you're drinking and you're going to somebody else's house at a late hour and it's just you two drinking together, male, female, 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 male, male, it doesn't matter. If you're not really that close of friends and you guys together drinking and stuff happens, then you get mad, try to turn around and say, no, this person sexually assaulted me, or I'm not sure, I think this person did. You not only sit here and make yourself look bad, but you kind of make the other person look bad, because sometimes something may not be what really happened that happened. And we see that a lot in the military, that it's just like stuff just happens and the other person get in trouble for no reason. Where the person just say, yeah, this person sexually assaulted me, but it's not really sure what the case because they're not even aware of themselves of what really happened. And that's something that we see a lot that's going on, and that's something that I feel like just us as military, or not just military, just as just law enforcement just need to kind of make sure they do a better look at and do better investigation of that sexual assault, sexual harassment that I've seen people always getting falsely accused. That's something that we really see all the time. Not a lot, many people take notice to it. Now, I'm not saying that sexual assault, sexual harassment is, not a good thing. I feel like the rules we have in place and the punishment that we have for sexual assault, sexual harassment are great and it's wonderful. I feel like people who actually do these acts should be punishable, and because they're wrong. You should not want to do that. So I'm definitely not saying that sexual harassment, sexual assault is wrong. It's okay to do, and the punishment should be easy. That's not what I'm saying. I feel that we have to make sure that we know the whole story and we're punishing the right people, and then make sure that when we have the allegations come up, we kind of keep it on the low and on need to know basis, because what we've been seeing across the unit is once the investigation starts, everybody knows. So even if the allegations are not true, everybody knows about it. Everybody sees it, and everybody looks at you the wrong, different ways. So it's like you've been accused of it, even though you might not did it, but you've been accused of it. The whole unit gonna know it, and they're gonna look at you differently because they already accused you of it. Just because somebody else accused you of it, it feels like you've been accused of. So something that I would love to see happen throughout the military is that it be on a need to know basis. I know like some installations they really do hold that policy in place, but not all installations do. And I feel like just some people need to be accountable for not having it on a need to know basis, because that can be, crucial to people, and they make them want to leave and go to different places. So that's one thing I feel about the SHOT program. We need to kind of tighten down, make sure everybody do that on a need to know basis, and also make sure they do better investigations on it before they just go off and just accuse people, because that essentially ruin people's careers, ruin people's life, ruin people's self-esteem, and it kind of cause people to think about suicide even though they didn't actually do it. Because we actually did have that happen. We had somebody who it come out that he been accused all this time, lost pay, lost rank in the in the military, and he been accused of it. Then it comes out that he didn't really do it, and when it out came out, he did commit suicide. So I just think that's something that we really do need to work on for the sexual harassment and sexual assault piece, because it is real, it's out there, and that's just something that we kind of need to be more aware about and do better dealing with. Another thing that I think is important, especially just going off with the falsely accused, that always happen throughout the military, something that we, as the military, need to kind of focus on, do more better off of that, is making sure how you treat people if after they've been accused or they lose rank, trying not to treat them differently. So that's just something that I know us as military needs to really work on. Like I say again, I'm not trying to say that sexual harassment, sexual assault is okay to do and that people shouldn't be punished for it. It's just make sure that we punish the right people for it. I really hope you enjoyed my persuasive speech this week for my final week, and good day.